Right, so we're going to just go through basic warm-up. I just wanted to give you guys an update, actually, on the Buddha Guide to Kodokan. I just had a quick look on the figures. Mark, do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go with what I've just taken off the system. So Barnet have done 1,561 miles now. St Catherine's have done 467 miles. Which means we've done accumulative, we've done 2,028 miles, which means we are in Lyskovo, which is in Russia. So we've gone past Moscow now. And Barnet, St Albans have updated themselves, and they've done 296 miles, which is a place called Holten in Holland. So they've only just got off the boat. I thought their boat had sunk a few weeks ago, but obviously they got off the boat, they made it through, paddles and everything. But yeah, we're absolutely annihilating St Albans, guys. So just keep it up. It's amazing. Okay, right, let's get jumping, just get warmed up then. Okay, forwards and backwards. Okay, side to side. Okay, one forward, one backwards. Okay, twisting. Okay, up and down again. Forward, backwards. Side to side. One forward, one backwards. Twisting. Okay, guys, right, we did this last session, so I just want to see if everyone can remember what we're doing. So we're going to do uchikomi, squat, arms down, big jump. Okay, does everyone remember that one? Okay, and where I am, uchikomi, squat, and then big jump. Okay, so I want you to do 10 each. All right, so just make sure you try and jump forwards as much as you can. So we do uchikomi right, okay, squat. Okay, arms come down and then shoot forwards and land again on your toes. Stand yourself up, uchikomi the other way. Squat down, arms come down, swing and jump over, okay? So we're going to do 10. Off we go. Okay, so uchikomi, squat, and then explode from the squat to jump forward. Okay, into another low squat. Squat right down, boys. Luke and Dylan, get right down on the squat. So when you do uchikomi, squat, yeah? Then swing your arms and jump. Yeah, good guys, keep going. Okay, everyone done 10? Yep, right. I want you to go into a squatting position, a crouching position, heels are off the floor, and I want your body upright, okay? So everyone get into this position. What I then want you to do is I want you to push one knee out and the other one forward, so it comes into like a 90-degree, and then this hip is gonna come up, okay? So I'll show you from the side. So from the side, I'm going to push this knee out. This knee goes down in front, okay? And then I'm going to kneel up on the front knee, okay? Then when I come back, I'm going to swap the knee out, push this knee down, and then push that hip up, okay? And it's just a case of just swapping from right to left, okay? So we're just literally, the feet stay still the whole time. Just pivoting on the feet. But make sure you kneel right up so your body goes straight to your knee, yeah? Don't sort of just put your knee down. We're actually putting the knee down and then standing on that knee. So knee down and then onto the knee. Knee down and then onto the knee. Knee down and then onto the knee. And make sure you're opening back leg up as well, okay? Just to kind of get the hips flexibility working a bit better. Okay, next one's sort of a reverse of this now. So you're going to be kneeling with the feet live, so toes, you're going to be toes down. You want live toes. The knee's going to stay on the floor, but this time we're going to open up the gate. Okay, and then we're going to come back again. So when we do this, I just want you to open the gate and push the hip forward. Look, you're pushing towards the knee off the ground now. Okay, so when I open up and I push this way. All right, and when I open up that way, I then push that way. Does that make sense, guys? So the leg that comes up, I'm attacking that way. Okay, the leg that comes up, I then attack that way again. Push the hips forward on purpose. So it's knee down, knee up, push towards the knee up. Knee down, knee up, push towards the knee up. Make sure you're pushing the hips forward, boys. Don't just turn. You want to be opening the gate, but also actually physically pushing your hip forwards, yeah? So as I open the gate, that's fine, but I don't want you to sit here. I want you to come off of your heel and push the hip forwards, okay? So I come off that, and then I'm going to lift this heel, and I'm going to sort of push the knee away from me. Okay, so the knee that's high goes away. Knee that goes high goes away. Does everyone understand that? Push it. Make sure you're working your hips, because that's where you should be feeling it. Good. Okay, right. We're going to go on our backs. What we're going to do is the hands are going to go on the floor, and we're going to basically do like a shoot our hips off the floor to here. Okay, I don't want the bums to stay on the floor. I actually physically want you to shoot the hips off the floor. Try and get your all your body up onto your shoulders. And then what you're going to do when you do this is you're going to shoot up. We're going to do a Zangaku leg. Okay, so Zangaku is basically you're going to push yourself to this position, put one foot behind the knee, tuck the leg down and touch the floor. Then you're going to come back up to there, then you're going to swap and back down. Up, swap. Okay, now if you can control it, use your hands on the floor, push up, down, up, down, up, down. And try and push the hips forward. Yeah? Should be opening your hips at all times. Lift the knees up more and the hips up. Okay, Mate, guys. A lot of you guys are doing this. Here, yeah? All right? I'm not crushing myself in half, because that doesn't mean I'm strong. I'm physically pushing. Can you see how I'm lifting my bum as well? Okay, I have to lift up and then come down. Then I lift up and then I come down. And I'm swapping in the middle. Okay? But I want you to be engaging your core and all your back and your glutes and everything, and actually warming your body up. But if you don't shoot your hips up and you don't shoot your legs up towards the ceiling or the sky, you are going to struggle. The higher the feet go, the better. And use the hands on the floor to control while you swap over. Good. So keep going. Make sure you tuck your foot behind your knee and then bend the knee. Lewis, don't put the foot on the knee. Put the foot behind the knee and then trap it. And then bend the knee. So you know the one that's straight? Bend the knee and then put your foot on the floor. Bend the knee, Put your foot on the floor. So bend, you know the one you put in the foot behind? This one, bend it and put it on the floor. So the one's up, that's it. And then come up again, swap, bend, down. So keep swapping the feet, guys. Keep going. About another 30 seconds of this one. It's a good one to warm up the core. It's really important for what we're doing today. Okay, Mate, guys. Right, judo press ups. Okay, so this is just to get your shoulders and your rest of your body warmed up a little bit. All right. So remember, if we go in like a tabletop sort of position, toes are live, the hands are down at shoulder height, shoulder width. I then lift my hips off the floor. Okay. Remember, I need to go head down to the floor, then tummy down to the floor, then lift my head up, so I arch my back. Drop my head down, lift the hips up, push the head off, okay? So all I want you guys to do is 10 of those, okay? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 20 sit-ups, or advance it. Remember, the sit-ups we're always doing with the feet off the floor, okay? So if you can do that, perfect. If not, if you want to advance it a little bit more, you can do what's called a V-up, okay? So V-up is when you put your legs up and basically touch with your hands. So you're just coming up here, okay? So I want 20. Make sure that you keep your core engaged the whole time, all right? But remember, it's don't just do this, guys. So Sasha, don't just keep your shoulders on the floor. I want shoulders and back off the floor completely. Okay, otherwise it's not a sit-up in my book. You're not doing a sit-up, you're doing a crunch then, okay? So sit-up is actually get your back off the floor. Back off the floor. Well done, guys. Brilliant work. Okay, right. Everyone's got their bands, yes? Right. I want you to get your bands. And we're going to do our high pulls. But remember the high pulls, I want circular motions. Okay? So we need to make sure that with the bands, they are either, as I say, I've got them tied to the bottom of the sofa over here, okay, with a belt, so that I can get them at sort of waist height. I've also got them on my radiator over here, which I prefer because they're above my waist height, okay? Now, it is important that you're using your whole body, okay? And I want your thumbs to your temple, or sides of your head. All right, I tend to start with my little fingers in, so my palms are up. And then my motion is I go thumbs up, out, 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 and then thumbs to head, okay? And the idea is your legs should bend with it. So we are going to go to here, okay? And what I want you guys to do is I want you to do 10 clean, technical ones, okay? So I don't want anyone going like this, okay? That's pointless, all right? Do it correctly, all right? So we're going to come down and we're going to do it together, okay? So but when we do it, I want to hold at the top. So we're going to come in, pull, hold, okay? And then come back down again, and then pull, hold. Remember the circular motion as well. Hold. And pull and hold. Good. Pull and hold. pull and hold. Remember, we're facing forwards. I'm facing the band, yeah? So there's no sideways at the moment, it's all forwards. Pull and hold. Pull and hold. Good. Pull and hold. 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 Brilliant. Okay, right. So, can everyone feel their shoulders warming up? Yeah, perfect. Right, now I'm going to warm the arms up a little bit. So, this is just the low pull. Okay, so it's easy to see from the side. So, the low pull is I've taken all the slack out of my bands and I keep my arms out straight. Then what I'm going to do is bring my elbows into my sides, and then I just want to pull the arms down and hold, and then pull back up again. But I'm not releasing my elbows. Elbows are going to stay in at all times. It's just the lower arm. Hands come down to your hips. Hands come back up to elbow height, yeah? So we just want to do nice clean ones again. Another 10, okay? Off you go. So pull and hold. Relax. 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 Hold. Relax. Hold. And relax. Okay, I think that's about 10, isn't it? I've got to admit, I lost count on that one. I was watching what was going on. Right, okay, so now what we're going to do is actually what Rukas did on Monday. He did the double band sleeve, okay? So what you're going to do is take two. Rob, just use one of the bands, all right? But we're going to take the bands in two hands, but what I want you to do is just start with the bands touching the far hip, okay? So when you're doing this, remember, we're going high elbow and then hand pushes away. Now, it's going to feel a lot tighter because we're using two bands, okay? If it is too hard for you, just take a little step towards it and then do the technique again, all right? But remember, I want the head to be level with the hand when it's straight arm, okay? My palm is facing you, but my palm is facing me at the bottom, okay? All I've got to do is turn my palm away and push my little finger away from me, okay? And it's just a case of doing the same thing. So we're going to pull elbow first, turn the hand over, and then we're going to push and hold again. All right, has everyone got that? Everyone understands, yeah? All right, so we're going to do 10 again, nice clean ones, all right? So elbow, turn the wrist, push and hold. Okay, elbow, turn the wrist, push and hold. Elbow, turn the wrist, push and hold. Good. Elbow, turn the wrist, push and hold. Elbow, turn the wrist, push and hold. Elbow, turn the wrist, push and hold. Elbow, turn the wrist. When I turn the wrist, I put my thumb to the ground and then I push and hold. Okay? So my thumb is up towards me here. Bring the elbow up. I turn my thumb to the ground and then I push and hold. Okay? So there is a twisting motion. When we actually do this in the hall, we should always talk about this twisting. Okay? Right, so the other side now. So I'm going to do it on this one so I can see what everyone's doing. Okay, so remember the band, you want it on the opposite hip to where you're pulling, okay? You don't want it on the same hip, you want it on the opposite hip. If it's too tight, take that half step, okay, so it's on your belly button. If it's too tight, then take it to there. But there should always be tension in the band, okay? All right, so again, so we go elbow up high, put the thumb to the ground, and then push the band away from you, okay? So we go elbow high, thumb to ground, push away from you. Elbow high, thumb to ground, away from you and hold. Okay, elbow high, thumb to ground, press and hold. Elbow high, thumb to ground, press and hold. Good. Elbow high, thumb to ground, press and hold. Good. Remember, the posture's got to stay upright the whole time, guys, as well. Elbow, thumb to ground, push high. Elbow, thumb to ground, press high. Elbow, thumb to ground, press high. Brilliant. Okay, guys. Right, so the next one's high sleeve, high lapel. Okay. Now, I'm going to change the way we've done this just to kind of keep you doing the same thing as what we've just been doing. So we're still going to grip both bands in the sleeve hand, okay? But what we're actually going to do, we're going to stand 90 degree again like we've been doing. When the elbow comes up, I want you to put the hand onto the band. So actually grab the band, yeah? So when the elbow comes high, that hand is going to go on there. There is about a foot difference, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? All right, so it's like your forearm if you think of it that way. I'm grabbing the elbow and I'm grabbing the wrist. All right, so what we're then going to do is we're going up high with the elbow. Okay, so we come elbow high, hand on band, yeah? And then both hands, we're still going to twist this hand downwards, okay? So the thumb still goes down, but both hands are now going to push up. Okay, so they're working together. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so elbow high, hand on band, then twist and push. Okay, so elbow high, hand on band, thumb down, press high. Okay, when it comes to this in a real life situation with judo, you'll normally find that you'll come in and you'll literally attack it straight away. Okay, it just takes practice, but to get the timing right, elbow, hand, thumb, press. Yeah? Elbow, hand, thumb, press. Okay? So I want you to do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then what we're doing is technically we're doing it correctly. Okay, it's slow, it's controlled, and when you get things technically correct, you can do them faster. Okay, but there's no point in doing something fast incorrectly. Okay, 1, you're going to hurt yourself. 2, you're not going to be effective with your techniques, and your kazushi is going to be diabolical. So do it slowly. The guys that have got a little bit more experience, the older guys and stuff like that, feel free to speed it up if you want to, okay? Now, I know, like, you know, being at the grade I am and my experience levels, I'm quite happy to just do it all in one go, okay? But for the younger guys, technically correct, yeah? Elbow high first, hand on band, thumb to floor, press, okay? Elbow high, hand on band, thumb to floor, press. Elbow high, hand on band, thumb to floor, press. And remember, we're using our hips as well, guys, because what did I do the warm-ups at the beginning for? To make you use your hips, yeah? So elbow high, I'm pushing my hip forward, hand on band, thumb to floor, and then I'm using, you can see my legs are working, my whole body is connecting to the technique, okay? Right, once you've done the left, turn onto the right, and do exactly the same thing. So it's elbow high, hand on band, thumb to floor, press. Okay? Mana, both ends, put them together and hold them on your sleeve hand, so your right hand at this point. All right, when you get the elbow high, this hand, the one that's free, put it onto the band and grip, and then press. Yeah, so you use both hands, it's making more power. Does that make sense? So elbow high, that's it. Yeah, now go. There you go. Take a step closer to it so it's not so tight. So half a step closer and then do it. So elbow high, hand on, and then turn and twist and push it to your right. That's it. Good. Okay, everyone all right? Okay, guys, Lewis and Austin, have you both got bands? You haven't got bands, no? You can still do the practice though. Don't sit there and just watch. Do your elbow high, put your hand up, and then thumb push. Okay? Get a belt. Pick your belt up. All right. I thought you guys had some bands, yeah? If I hold my belt with my little finger at the top of it, put my hand on the belt, then I'm just going to pull up. Okay? So that's another way of doing it. It's just the idea is to practice sleeve and lapel movement. If you haven't got bands, you need to let us know and we'll get some to you, yeah? I'm sure Simon's already given you guys bands. Okay, well done, guys. Right, Mate there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start to, you know, at the beginning I was talking about the core, using the core a lot. What we're now going to do is do like a semi-crunch, I guess, but a standing crunch. So you've got your position correct for throwing, but also you're using and engaging the correct muscles to be able to complete a technique, okay? So what we're going to now do is just watch me first before you do it. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my elbow high hand to here. And then when I push up, I'm going to take the back leg in, okay? Now, all I want to do is just adjust this so it's not pulling me back. I don't want to be off balance. I don't want to hurt my back. But I have to keep my core engaged, otherwise I will do this, okay? Now, from here, all I'm going to do is pull the band down towards my knee and then turn so it comes behind me. Does that make sense? Yeah? So I've got the band behind me now. I've still got that foot on my hands. Okay, I've got the band on my elbow, on my shoulder, and the other one's out in front. If I push my hands up slightly, I can then push the band away from me. I put it onto my my arm. So I'm not putting it on my shoulder, it's going on my arm here. Okay. So if I was doing like an ippon, that's the sort of position it should be in. Okay. Now, once I get myself into that position and I feel quite sort of confident balance-wise, it's not like I'm over here and it's doing this to me, all right, and I'm not too close to it where I can't feel it. I have to have it so I'm on my toes, yeah, so that I'm exploding with my power and I'm exploding with my fight. So if I'm on my toes, when I come to here, all I'm going to do is just bring, the arms are still out in the same position. All I'm doing is twisting my core, okay? So with the belt, what you're going to see me doing is I'm here and I'm just basically turning and putting this hand on that knee, but I'm still stretching the band past me, okay? So as I pull the band down, that elbow's going, that arm's going past, but I'm putting that hand on that knee, okay? But I want the belt or the band across my arm. I don't want it under my arm because it's in the wrong position. Okay, so when I do this, it's going over my arm here. You see it's on my arm? Okay, can you see that? It's not going over under my arm. It's not going on my shoulder. I'm actually keeping it on my bicep area, between my shoulder and between my elbow. Okay, that's it. And then the idea is this hand, the one that's holding the sleeve bit, needs to go to the diagonal knee. There. Okay? So I'm turning it down to there. Alright? And what this is trying to do is engage one side of the core so that you're getting used to this real big throwing motion, okay? Some people remember this as I'm swinging an axe or I'm swinging a hammer or something like that. So I am literally just swinging across. But I want you to do it technically correct, not fast. Okay? So once you're here and you're on your toes, all you're doing is pulling it across in front of you so your thumbs are facing each other. And then you're just going to pull the hands down to the diagonal knee. Okay? And it should be sitting on your bicep area or your upper arm area. Okay? And make sure the band's directly behind you. If it's not behind you, it won't work. So we're not doing the actual turning, Ishan. You're going to stand with the band behind you. Don't do the turn. Okay, just stop in the position where you're throwing. So what we've done is we've done the first couple of segments of a throw. So we've done the kazushi, all right? So we've done so what we did first is we did sleeve lapel. Now what we're doing is we're just standing here, push, twist, bring it back to the shoulder, push, twist, back to the shoulder, push, twist, back to the shoulder. So I'm just facing one way, but the band's behind me. Push, twist, push, twist. Okay, so we're not actually doing a technique, we're just doing a segment of the technique. So we're not doing the full turn. The band is behind you and you're using your arms to push the band up in front of you. If you look at me, I'm pushing the band up and then I'm turning my arms down to my opposite knee. But balance on your toes, yeah? Make sure that you're in your normal sort of throwing position on your toes. You should be slightly leant forward so that when you turn, it's the throw position. And what you'll find is when you get more, as I said to you guys plenty of times, when you're using the bands, it is essential that you get them correct. Okay, so break it down into segments and then slowly put the segments together, and then it makes it safer, but also it means that you're using them correctly. Okay, there's no point in doing a technique badly. Okay, we need to do a technique correctly. All right, keep going, guys. Austin and Lewis, if you haven't got bands, you can just stand on your toes, put your hands over one shoulder, bring them down to the diagonal knee. Over to one shoulder, down to the other knee. Over to one shoulder, down to the other knee, okay? Just repeat that motion, because that is all we're doing at the moment. Sasha, you need to relax a little bit more. It's too tight, mate. And the right hand, Sasha, don't hold on top. Hold underneath it, so you push it away. That's better. Okay, can everyone start feeling the side of their stomach starting to work now? Yeah, good, Leo, thanks. Okay, so swap to the other side now, guys. So when you swap to the other side, all you got to do is from that hand, give it to the other hand. Put the other hand on the band, turn around so you're facing away from it. And then just make sure you got the tension right. Then it's push up and then down to the other knee. Pull it back down, push it up, down to the other knee. Down, up, knee. Down, up, knee. Down, up, knee. And guys, some of the older guys, you'll understand this a bit more. When I come back here, can you see how my body, my knees and my feet are facing one direction? But what's happening is my body is coming back to where my hands are, so I'm watching my hands. Then when I pull my hands forward, my head turns. And then when I put my hands down to my knee, my head turns again. Yeah, so I'm always watching my hands. And for the younger guys as well, always watch your hands. Okay, if you don't watch your hands, then once again, your head direction is not correct. Always keep your eyes on your hands. Really crunch down, guys. Really get that opposite hand across to the opposite knee. Good. Okay, Mate, guys. So we're starting to feel this part of the body working now. Give me a thumbs up if you are. Yeah, good. All right. So the idea is, if you think about judo, guys, a lot of the stuff we do with judo is all to do with our core. It is all about there's a lot of sort of this twisting motion that we use when we're fighting. You know, when we're on groundwork, we lead with the legs and we have to move and snake around and do our shrimps and stuff. you know, our core within judo is very, very important. So the last couple of sessions I've done have started to try and isolate the core a little bit more for you while doing the technical session as well, okay? So just take your time with what we're doing, but please just don't rush it. Make sure you take your time, get it technically correct. When you come back to your dojos and stuff, then we can start to put it into practice and make it faster. You know, for the older guys, you guys have got enough experience time behind you that you can just sort of work on the technical level of it. And then when you start to feel confident and feeling the pace of it, then you can start to put the rhythm up a little bit and you'll be able to feel more confident with that, okay? And it's the same for the younger guys, you know, technical, but then slowly build up, okay? Don't try and, what's the thing? Don't try and run before you've learned to walk, yeah? So just take your time with it. Right, okay, so the next one, guys, is just a twist. It's a simple twist, okay? Now, this one can be very hard. So what I want you to do is both of the bands are going to be, I'm basically going to do the same thing. I'm going to grip in the same position. So everything we've done today is all being grip the band and hold the band about a foot away from itself, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the band like this in front of you, okay? And then we're going to twist sideways, okay? So ideally you want the band to be a little bit more waist height if you can. If it's not waist height, it's fine. But what you're going to need to do is just make sure you take the time, especially people like who's really low. Mark's got it really low. Where you've got it really low, just be careful with the twist because you're going to find it's going to put a lot of pressure on you to want to go diagonal. So you might need to just take that a closer step so you can just kind of get the basic twist going. The guys that have got the band at the right height, then hold the band on the end. Take the second hand on the band about a foot away from each other. I'm going to stand so the band is literally, my hands are on my hips, okay? Then what I'm going to do is bring my hands up to my shoulder height. And all I'm doing is I'm going to twist them 90 degrees to there, hold, and then bring it back to hip. But I want tension all the time, so I'm constantly engaging the side of the muscles, okay? I don't want to be loose and then go, and then come back here and it be loose. It's not pointless. It's no point in it, okay? Remember to soften your knees, guys, okay? All right, all I want you to do is do 20 on the right and 20 on the left. So we're just going to turn, hold, and then release back to the middle again. Turn and hold, release back to the middle again. Turn and hold, release back to the middle again, okay? So we're just going to do 20. Okay, when you hold, just hold for 3 seconds or so. But try and, so Mana, don't pull and push your hips forward. Try and square the hips. Everything is coming from the core. We're not moving the hips, okay? This one is purely just upper body. So try and freeze the hips downwards, guys. And we're just turning the upper body. The hips will turn slightly naturally, but don't push with the hips, yeah? This one's just about getting the twisting motion going. Okay, once you've done one side, change to the other side. So it's just arms level with shoulder and just turn and back again. Turn and back again. Okay? Try and keep the arms straight, guys. So we're not doing the judo movement, it's just arms straight, okay? That's all I'm doing here. All right, arms are straight the entire time. Mana, keep the arms straight at shoulder height as well. Mana, look at me. Arms out straight and then just turn to the side and then back again. Don't, we're not kazushi. Okay, so just arms, turn, back again. That's it. All it's doing is just, we're just working on the obliques. So we're just trying to get you to turn and come back. Turn and come back, okay? So just turn one from forward to side again. Okay, mate, guys. Right, okay, so grab yourselves a quick drink, okay? wipe off the sweat if there is any. And we're going to need our bands for the entire session for this bit, okay? So as you can see, everything's banned today, and we need to make sure you're still using them. I wanted to introduce you guys to a few things that I know the Olympians do, just as to get their hands really fast, okay? So what happens is, and Wukash was rightly to bring it up last session, that he said that, you know, we want you to be fast, okay? So one of the ways to speed your hands up is to just make the hands work in a certain way in order to make sure that you can get yourself into a position that you need. Now, obviously, with Hikidashi, which is what we're pretty much doing today, Hikidashi is all about pulling. So it's gripping and using the arms in the correct position or angles or what you need to do. But with the Hikidashi, with a little bit of the speed, it's gonna tire you out very quickly. But we need to keep pushing through. Okay. So what I don't want you guys to do is stop. We're just going to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Okay. The entire time there should be just some slight tension on the bands. Okay. So I'll just go through the exercises quickly. So just watch, and then we'll go through them. Okay. So basically, when I say fast hands, we're just doing. Okay? And it's the same thing the whole way through, all right? So you're just fast hands, all right? All I'm doing is trying to keep those hands up and down as fast as I can. Now, Austin and Lewis, if you haven't got bands, your hands can stand in the air and go like that, as fast as you can, like you're playing drums, yeah? Right, so when we do this, we're going to do the hands, all right? Then we're going to plus one step. So we go 1, 1, 1, 1, okay? Then I'm going to say 2 steps, so then you're going to do like a little hop, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Yeah? So the one step is literally just step, 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 okay? The 2 steps, and you can sweep with that one, the 2 steps, all right? And then you've got Tachi-waza, which was the swapping of the feet. So as we're doing this, I've got my right foot forward, this, back, front, back, front, back, front. Yes, I'm just swapping my feet. And then we're going to do koichi, but you actually have to wake your hands up with this one. So we're going to go like this, and then we're going to go koichi, koichi. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so that's the first half. All right, the second half, it's easier if I show you from the side. You're going to need to use your core on this one, okay? Because the bands are going to go above your head, all right? My little fingers are away from me, my thumbs are towards me. And basically, the above my head fast hand, so I'm just doing this, okay? Now, you can do it one way or another on the above your head. Normally, it's easier just to do it together, okay? So just like you're trying to throw a football as many times as you can against the wall, all right? So you're just basically there. We're still going to do the 1 step. Okay, then we're going to do the 2 step with the sweep. Okay. We can't do, obviously, koichi because the hands are in the wrong place. So we'll do shusegi still, swapping. All right. And then we're going to do uchikomi, right and then left, but 30. Okay, so full uchikomi. So we've worked up to the full uchikomi, but I just need to keep a pattern and a rhythm going. Okay. Right, so everyone pick the bands up. This is going to be very quick, this one. All right, so I need you to concentrate constantly on your hands. All right, the hands just need to be going as fast as you can. The guys that haven't got bands, so Austin and Lewis, I want you to imagine you're playing a pair of drums as fast as you can. All right, everyone else has got the bands. The idea is you're trying to play your drums, but a bit of tension in the bands, okay? Now you can see that if I go back too far, I can still do it, but it's really hard. So just a bit of tension, and then just up and down, okay? So I've got a little bit of movement in there, and that's it, all right? Okay, so the hands don't stop, remember that, all right? So hands up and go. Keep the hands going. Right, so back leg, front leg, back leg, front leg, back leg, back leg. So just taking the 1 step to the right, 1 step to the left. Keep the hands going. Okay, now we're going to do the 2 steps with the sweep. Keep the hands going. Keep those hands going, even mine are getting tired. Right, so Sheki, so 1 foot forward, make sure the foot comes back, and then you step forward. Foot back, then forward. Same thing with the hands, go. Swap, just keep swapping. Right, 10 Koichi right, 10 Koichi left. All right, make sure the hands are working. Brilliant. Okay, Mate, guys. Right, I think the only person that's doing it correctly is Rob. So what he's doing is he's still drumming his hands. So when he's doing this, he's drumming the hands, Koichi. Drum the hands, Koichi. Drum the hands, Koichi, yeah? So in between each Koichi, drum the hands again, okay? Now Rob went ahead, it's perfectly fine. He was drumming the hands, right, drum the hands, left, okay? Perfectly fine. Still did the same number as everyone else. It's a nicer advanced level bit, actually. It's good. Right, okay, so above the head now. So we need the bands behind us, and we're going to be doing like shaking a ball away from you or bouncing a ball on the floor. Okay, now make sure, just for your own safety, you're not too far forward so you're doing this, because that's just going to injure your back, all right? The first thing and the main thing I want you to remember, you must be on your toes, okay? Head must be leaning forward slightly, all right? And the core, your stomach, must stay engaged, okay? The hands never drop behind the head. They're always in front of the head here, okay? So when we do this, it's the same thing. Doing this, going to take back leg and then front leg, so we're just going to do 1 step. Okay, then the 2 step with the sweep, and then the Tachi-waza, we're just going to swap again, okay? But always on your toes. All right, so, okay, ready? Okay, go. So if you're standing still, arms go as fast as you can. Make sure you're on your toes. Okay, so 1 step. Okay, 2 step with the sweep. Okay, now keep the arms going, just swap the legs. Oh. Okay, Mate. Whew. Okay, so how's everyone's arms feeling? Jelly? Yeah? Good, okay. It's a simple exercise, but my Christ, does it work on the arms properly. When you get into the dojo again, you know, little things like just being able to grip quickly and grip and you get your grips. That sort of quick, fast hands is always going to benefit you. We do it with the the kumikata. So we hold the top of the lapel. Okay, so it's the same, similar things, but it's just getting you to sort of speed the hands up so you can change into techniques and stuff, yeah? So it's to benefit you guys, all right? Okay, so now we're going to do 30 uchikomi right, 30 uchikomi left. But remember, technically correct, okay? So for the guys that are maybe tired arms and stuff like that. All I want you to do, and I'm more than happy with this, when I say uchikomi, I'm more than happy with the I can't speak, kazushi, okay? But I want you to do kazushi, if you want to do it kazushi, every 5, okay? So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, okay? Everyone understand that? Okay, so you're switching up as well, all right? And remember the kazushi, circular motion, okay? And then you attack into your marote, okay? If you want to just do marote all the way through, feel free, okay? But if you're going to do the kazushi, make sure it's correct and make sure it's effective, all right? Okay, so I'm just going to count out 30 and we'll go together, okay? So this is right-handed at the moment. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, marote, 5, 7, 8, 9, marote, 12, 13, 14, marote, 15, 17, 18, 19, marote, 2, 23, 24, 25, marote, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now, I'm going to stay in this position and I want you guys to look at me. Okay. You know, at the beginning, we were doing this exercise. Okay. If you noticed, I'm still in the same position. Okay. So when I do my marote, I'm in that same position where all my posture is going forwards. I'm on my toes. I'm live. Knees are soft. Hands are in front of my head. I'm ready to attack. Okay. So when you do these techniques, follow the methods we've just done. Okay. So we're still drawing, marote, marote, okay? But try and remember those big circles, all right, with the hands. Okay, so on that one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, marote, 1, 2, 3, 4, marote. This time I'm going to do all marote, Signagi. It's up to you if you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, marote, 5, 6, marote, yeah, it's fine. But I'm going to go all marote on this one. Okay, so remember the big circle and make sure that every time you turn in, you're landing in this position where your arms are in front of your head, you're in power and you're on your toes, okay? All right, 30. Continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marote if you haven't done it. 6, 7, 8, 9, marote, 11, 12, 13, 14, marote, 16, 17, 18, 19, marote, 21, 22, 23, 24, marote, 26, 27, 28, 29. Right, on your last one, hold it. Hold it here. Hold it so I can see your position. I want to check. Okay, so is everyone up on their toes? Give me a nod of the head. Yeah, everyone's got soft knees. Nod of the head again. Okay. Hands are in front of the face or in head. And their arms are up high, yeah? Perfect. Yeah, looks really good, guys. Well done. Okay. Right, finish up. Done. Right, so we'll have a really quick stretch off today. Okay, so Arm across the shoulder, pull in, hand on face. Just get your breath back. Okay, guys, on a good note, everyone done really well today. But just remember, when we're using bands, and I'm going to keep going over it every time, nice, controlled, relaxed, technical, okay? Swap sides. If you're nice and slow and you're technical, when your speed starts to get, when your technical starts getting better, you can then start getting faster. But don't get fast until you're technically correct. Okay? Really important. Okay. Arm above the head, remember, hands on the middle of the back. Grab the elbow, pull the elbow towards the head, and then I want you to lean towards the elbow to pull in. So you get a nice stretch down that core that we've just been working. Good, right. Swap to the other side. Pull across and then just lean towards. Good. Right, let's do some twists. Everyone should be able to, just a nice relaxed twist, don't sort of force it. But everyone should be feeling, because I can feel it. I can feel it down my obliques today, which is perfect. And I can definitely feel it in my arms. My arms feel right like lead. Okay, hips. Okay, change direction. Okay, balance on one foot. Grab the elbow. Grab the ankle. Pull the heel to the bum and put your knees together. And then try and push your hips forward to engage your glute muscles to push forward. Okay, if you're out of balance, put your finger in the ear. Come on, Lewis, bend your knee up. Let's do it in hips. Okay, swap. Okay, so get your balance first, then grab the ankle, pull the heel to the bum, knees together. If you're out of balance, finger in the ear, and then push your hips forward. It really helps to stretch off the bent leg. And if you're not feeling that stretch, you need to pull the heel closer to the bum, and then definitely push your hips forward more so you feel the stretch more. Good, okay. Right, so actually we'll do it sitting. Everyone sit down. Oh. I want you to bring one foot in. Okay, so my heel's next to my bum. And then what we're going to do is both hands are going to go and grab the other foot, but try and keep your head up. If you're super duper flexible, you can probably lay your head on your leg anyway, but I try and keep my head up because what it does, it just tightens up that muscle stretch, but you must be touching your feet. If you can't touch your feet, then just try and get your hands as close to your foot as you possibly can. But most of you should at least be able to get one hand on. But if you can get both hands on, even better. Good. Right, swap to the other side. Yeah, good. Right. If we got our feet sort of in a normal sort of sitting position, I'm going to take them slightly wider. But what I want to do is I want the knees to fall to one side. Okay. So I get the knees to fall to one side. Now the way that my knees have fallen, I'm going to follow the direction with my body. Okay. And I'm going to turn around. Now from here, if I keep my core straight, there's a good stretch on the sort of lower back. All right, so we're going to come around to that point. You try and keep your head up and look at like behind you. But try and twist as much as you can. Right, now from there, stay in that same position. But what I want you to do is put your elbows to the floor. And then I want you to just slowly relax the arms out and put the head to the floor. But the whole time, my knees have got to stay on the floor. This should give you a really nice stretch through the lower back and through the hip. Just breathe through it. Good. Okay. So come up. All right. So now swap the knees over. Okay. So what I'm going to do then again is I'm going to turn first, keeping myself posture upright, chest open, all the way around so I'm facing behind me. And we're just going to hold for 5 seconds or so. Then I'm going to drop my elbows down, and then I'm going to stretch my arms out. I'm going to put my head to the floor. Okay, good. Okay, so we lay on our backs. What I want you to do is put one leg out, and one leg's going to stay up near the chest, okay? Now, opposite hand to the opposite knee that's on the chest, and then we're going to pull it across the body and put the knee to the floor, but keeping the shoulders on the floor. And just breathe through it, so you get a nice stretch on the back again. Okay, relax that down, and then swap the knee up. Grab it with the opposite hand, pull it across the body towards the hand, keep the shoulders on the floor, push the knee to the floor, and then just breathe normally and just relax through it. Okay, right. Give your knees a big, big squeeze, both knees. Okay, and try and put your head on your knees, or your chin on your knees. Okay, now what I want you to do is come to a sitting position. So sit up. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to keep hugging our knees. We're going to fall backwards and then sit up again. Okay, just going to do that 5 or 6 times just to kind of stretch out the back. Just relax it. Come all the way up to the neck so you can feel the neck, and then use your head to push off. Brilliant. Okay. Let's stand up, ray off, and then we can grab a drink and then have a sit and have a chat. Okay, so everyone's standing for me. Leo, you're well behind us. Okay, hands by sides. Okay, Sensei, you ready? Okay, I'm saying everyone's mic's on. So if you guys can now unmute yourselves.
Yes. I can't move.
Everyone enjoy that today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Got to admit, I enjoyed it. It was a good exercise to be using the bands again. Just making sure everyone's staying fit. Sorry, bear me a second. My camera's playing funnies on me. Come on. Cut the phone. You guys see me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Oops. See, I told you it was playing funny games on me. Right. Okay. So yeah. So that's the figures for today. So Barnet 1561. St Catherine's 167 for arguments. So we're doing really well, guys, and that's where we are. Just Kovga or whatever it's called. Just Russia. And obviously the St Albans have only just made it into the other side of Holland. So, you know, they might be waving their white flag already, but You know, I think we're in the right path of beating them, definitely. And the pace that we're going at, guys, is amazing. Everyone's doing such a good job. So just keep going. Can't ask any more. So proud of you all. Okay. Right, let's start going through some names. Leszek and Leon, I think.
Hello.
How we doing, gents?
All good.
Yeah? Enjoy that one?
Yeah, nice. Different as well. Different muscles for the chin.
Yeah. Well, it's using muscles that, you know, when we're in the dojo, we're normally using these muscles, but obviously when you're not actually training, you can't, it's really hard to simulate. So I've just been thinking about it, like, you know, we need to really start using our core again, and I thought that was probably the best way to do it. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Lucas Dillon.
Hi. Thank you.
All right, boys. You enjoyed that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember to slow it down, keep it technical, and you'll be absolutely sound. You've done really well, though, yeah? Keep it going. Mark? Mark's ignoring me.
No, I wasn't. I was trying to find my mouse on the two screens.
Do you enjoy that one?
Yeah, shoulders feel it.
Yeah, it is a hard one on shoulders, to be honest, especially with Hikidashi. It's all the pulling.
Yeah.
But no, it's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's about another 60, maybe 70 miles to go on the spreadsheet as well tonight.
From today?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Guys, yeah. I lost my phone there. No, keep it going, mate. It's really good. I'm pleased to see that St Albans have actually put some more miles on.
Yeah.
But that was after me messaging Jad. So, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing really well. You know, obviously 4,000 is our midway mark, so we're a quarter of the way there now.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're doing really, really well.
Yeah. No, well done, everybody.
Okay, Mana.
Mana with a monster bike rides.
Yeah, she's really helping out, isn't she?
Isn't she just?
I love it.
Hello, konnichiwa. How are you?
Oh, good. And yourself?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Really pleased with the miles you're putting in. You've really been showing it up, haven't you?
Yeah, I just started like bike because my knee.
Yeah, it's really good. So, can I just ask, whereabouts in Cornwall is it you live? Are you quite close to St Ives?
Yeah. I can.
Where are you, Hale way? Whereabouts are you from St Ives?
I am about 8 miles away from Pori. No.
Is that like Hale, sort of
Yeah.
Campbell, way, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because I saw your bike ride and it went near St Ives, and I was like, you're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely up there. Really lovely. I've been going down to St Ives for about, well, since I was 8 years old, basically. So I've been going down there for nearly 30 years.
I know.
So, yeah, I know the area really well. It's lovely. You've definitely got a lovely place to live. But well done with those miles. It's really good. And also just some of the, you know, like I was talking about some of the twisting and stuff. Sometimes you need to keep straight arms. So when you do the sort of side twists, and then once again, it just depends on the exercise. A lot of stuff we're trying to do is the hikidashi, you know, sort of step by step doing the motions. But once you get used to it, you're doing fine. And sometimes it is good to double the band and then grab, because then it's just a little bit harder. And also it just makes it easier to remember that you're sort of always grabbing in the same way. You know, just a variation really. It's a nice way of doing it. Rob.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you. Enjoyed that tonight,
Disliking me
bud.
for that one?
Sorry?
Are you disliking me for that one?
No, my arms, I feel bad, but in a good way, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you feel like you've worked out, basically.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. Yeah, no, good. Nice technique. You know, everything. Just keep it going. You know, there's a few, like, just remember the opening up.
Yeah.
And other to that, it's perfectly fine. You know,
Spot
the
on.
pace is getting better. You're getting cleaner with it as well.
Yeah, I feel more confident with it now.
Yeah, and remember, as I was showing you before, the opening up, you should start to feel that burning on the back of the arm a lot more.
Yeah, I'm feeling that in the shoulders and that now. So.
The cat's name, Mano. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good that you're feeling it there. Did you get
Yeah.
the core today as well? Was you feeling that?
Yeah, a bit of the core today as well. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay,
Cool.
so I'm
Thank
getting
you.
all the right muscles.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. All right, Leo,
Hey Rick, doing well?
how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you. And you?
Yeah. Done well today again, mate. Just keep it going. Keep the pace up. You know, you're pushing on. You're getting it done. That's all I can ask, mate.
Thanks.
Some of this stuff is quite basic, but you know, even for someone at your experience level, you know, basic sometimes is good to revisit, and especially with bands. Like, I don't know how much experience you've had with bands. You know, I've been using bands since I was a junior, but I know a lot of our club members don't necessarily use them.
I mean, in my case, I've always used bands for like flexibility, so especially around my leg,
Yeah,
my knee or my ankles, especially.
yeah, but nothing for judo sort of thing. Yeah, so, you know, the hikidashi stuff that we've done today, it's a really good session to go through to sort of remember all of the sort of hand motions and the way you should be moving. And it's just engaging the correct muscles at the right times. But you're doing well, mate. Keep it going. Welcome back, Olivia.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good.
You missed Wukash's session on Monday.
Sorry.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
It was a good session. You missed it. It was. He's going to be back again, though, isn't he? He's doing the Friday the 24th, if anyone wants to know. And Mark's doing the 27th because I'm actually away. But yeah, no, Olivia, just really good with the timing and stuff like that. Just keeping it nice and controlled. It was really good to see the sort of time and the hold as well. Because then you're engaging the correct muscles, you're able to stay in position, and if you weren't in the correct position, you'd be sort of falling back off and stuff like that. So you're getting it fine. Okay, so just keep it going.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sasha.
Hello.
Hi, Elmo.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
You're doing some brilliant bike rides as well, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, Elmo's standing on my arms. They're burning.
They're burning, are they?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you're working hard then?
Yeah.
Good. That's all I can ask. Done well. Keep going. Lennox.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Did you enjoy that one?
Yes.
Yeah, favourite bit?
No favourite bit.
Why not?
Because my arms were hurting and my knee, I banged my knee on metal on the trampoline.
Oh, well, that was silly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But your arms are hurting because of the judo, yeah?
Yeah.
But they're hurting in a good way, like Rob's are.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you've done some exercise, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So now I've done my job, haven't I?
Reconnecting. Yes.
Good. Well done, mate. Okay, you've done really well. Keep it going. And Matilda,
Hi.
how are you?
Good.
Enjoy that one?
Yeah.
Tired?
Yeah.
Good. No, doing really well, mate. Just keep it going. Sometimes when you're putting your hands up, remember not to go up above your head. Yeah, it's sort of more in front of your face. Yeah. I think that was the only thing I spotted. Otherwise, it was really good. Okay, so keep going. I have got someone saying reconnecting, but I don't know who I've missed. Who have I missed? Ishan.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I've got Lewis. You're next, mate. So Ishan.
Yeah, hi Ricky, how are you?
I'm very well. Yourself?
Yeah, me too. I have a question about one of the exercises that we did. You know, the twisting one?
Sure.
Yeah, I was finding it a bit difficult. Like, yeah, I know, like sometimes, like, because we're doing with two like bands at a time, it's gonna be a bit harder. But I don't know if it was like where were the bands meant to be? So like, were they meant to be at your waist height?
Okay, ideally, you want the band sort of between shoulder and hip. So somewhere between shoulder and hip is where you want it. If you've got it down low, then it's a lot harder to do. So it's probably advisable not to do it if it's too low. But hip to shoulder is where you need it. And then the hands tend to stay sort of shoulder height. And you turn, and you keep your hips still. And it's just the upper body turns away and then turns back. Yeah? And that's all you do. You're just moving from the core. Okay.
Thanks.
Otherwise, that mate, really good exercises again. You know, the positioning that you're holding with the Sianagi or the Marote. You know, you're on your toes, knees bent, good position, head was forward, perfect. Yeah, so just keep going with it, mate. It's good.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, right. Lewis and my new mate Sting. Is he there? Is your brother there?
Oh no, he's just speaking to my mum and dad.
Oh, okay. How are you doing,
His back
Lewis?
really hurts.
Your back hurts.
No, my brother's. So
Oh, okay. He's just getting old then, isn't he?
yeah,
How are you doing?
good.
Did you enjoy it today?
Yeah,
Favourite bit?
didn't really have one.
No? The
No.
saying goodbye and hello to me, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're doing really well, mate. It's good to see you back on, though. You know, it's really, you know, we always miss your cheeky little smile. You know, it's good to have you on and having a good old play around and enjoying yourself again. As long as you're not putting Austin off.
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
He's putting
yeah,
me
right. I don't believe you. So, you know, the last time we saw each other, we took that photo together. Can you remember the face that you pulled on that photo? Can you remember the whole? There you go, he's doing it. Don't pop your head, it will hurt. Okay, brilliant. Right, guys, give yourselves a round of applause. You've done really, really well today. Remember, Friday, we're going to be on again at 6:30. And then next week, there might be someone else doing Monday. I'm not sure yet. I need to confirm. But otherwise, next week, Lukash is doing the Friday. And Mark is doing the Monday, the week after, so the 27th, okay?
Wait, which one's Lukash doing?
Pardon?
Which one's Lukash doing?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Why?
I want to do Lukash's session.
Okay, so he's doing Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. He's doing all of them.
Okay.
Yeah? So you've got to be on all of them now, and then you'll see him. Do you not like my sessions then?
I do like your sessions, but I haven't seen Lukash in a long time.
Yeah, he should be on Friday, definitely, this week.
Okay.
Okay, he said he's going to try and get on Friday, but he's running the Friday after, 24th.
Okay.
Okay? Right, have a good week, guys, and I'll speak to you later. Stay safe. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.